Sagittarius. Sagittarius, hello. Let's do a general read for you today. Looking at your current energy, the desires you may have, the outcome, what's working for you, and what you need to be aware of. That said, we'll clarify all those cards, and then at the end, we'll pull 3 more cards just to make sure we have everything covered off for you this week. So, things are just not going together right now. Don't know if that's your current energy or what, but very possible. I'd like to remind those that haven't subscribed to please do so. Thank you for all the subscribers and my return viewers. I do appreciate you all being here. All right, let's get started. See where things are going for you, Sagittarius. King of Swords energy. Somebody's really thinking things clearly and not afraid to defend their position. 9 of Pentacles is the desire, so abundance, being stable. 7 of Swords shows up in the outcome. Things just ain't going the way you thought they were. What's working for you is the 4 of Wands, so some stability. What you need to be aware of, the 3 of Hearts, 3 of Swords shows up. So broken-hearted. Let's go through and figure out what is going on. So King of Swords. Queen of Swords. Okay, this is really interesting. So we have the Queen of Swords, the 7 of Wands, and the High Priest that clarify the King of Swords. And right now, it just seems like you are fighting with somebody that you're a match with. You're digging in, you're fighting, standing your ground. And this might be somebody that you're really in a long-term relationship or committed relationship with the High Priest being here. Interesting. So what you may be fighting about is what you're desiring, which is abundance. Maybe, you guys are fighting about money things. Well, and wanting abundance, it just seems like, the plans that you've put together have sort of fallen apart. And the interesting thing is as I was shuffling these cards, the 2 of Swords drew my attention. Now we see this individual that's blindfolded and has 2 swords. Typically this is like some type of decision that needs to be made, but this is an individual that if they got up and started swinging swords, they could cause a lot of damage. Like, you know what, if I can't have it, nobody can have it. Type of thing. Like, what is going on? It's almost like you just don't know what to do. You're kind of rebelling, and eventually once you start to, because things have fallen apart, you calm down and get your head around things. You can see that the Ace of Swords shows up, which is everything starts to work out. So this is in your desires. The other thing that I get for this is maybe for some of you, you're waiting for somebody or something to force a decision for you. Either way. 7 of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Cups. Temperance, which is your energy, and the Emperor. Now this is really interesting because it just seems like things aren't going your way in love. They're not all rosy colored as you thought they were. Or this love offer coming in, it didn't come in the way you thought it was going to come in, or you were hoping that it was going to come in. So a few different things going on there for some of you. But it's almost like, for some of you, it may be you that's taking this action and bringing this love offer to somebody. Interesting. A lot of love stuff comes up for Sagittarius. The 4 of Wands, clarified by the 4 of Swords, Page of Swords and Two of Wands. Stability is great, but underneath that, there's this fear of losing out. Like, I've kind of got mine, but I'm a little worried about somebody taking it or just losing it overall, losing that stability. But if you use your head around that stability and around your partner, you can see that this Two of Wands is progress within that partnership. But what we've got to be aware of is this Three of Swords. Magician, King of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. For some of you, I think you were looking back at the past and trying to manifest somebody from the past. This King of Wands. It's like, yeah, I wonder about that. I wondered how that was going to be. And as you're looking back, it creates sort of that heartache that maybe, just maybe, things would be better. Keep in mind that we have a thing that happens with us as time goes on. We kind of forget all the shitty things that happen and over glorify the good. It makes us feel good, right? But it's called the fading bias. And there's a lot of life coaches that have done different things on that. But the last three cards I have for you is the King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. I feel for some of you, this is, don't let your emotions sway you from your path. You're on your path, you've been on it for a while, and you just sort of need to balance out what that looks like for you. So going back to sort of this Ace of Swords, Two of Swords idea is think that thing through. We have like swords like right in the center of everything here. And then it starts to go a little crazy into the Cups and Pentacles. It spreads out. So a lot of thinking going on, a lot of clarity needed. But this is really interesting. Sagittarius, that's what I have for you today. For all of you, thank you for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to leave me a comment, thumbs up, or even a thumbs down. Best of luck with this, Sagittarius. That's what I have for you today. We'll talk to you soon. Stay safe.